Prepare to transform. Whatever life you choose, prepare to be moved in the all-new Nissan Qashqai.
On air, online, and on your smart speaker.
bettyblue.com.au. Shop anywhere, anytime.
SAFM News Briefing.
Hi, it's Dan Flake here with the latest. 3 are dead following a horror crash at Federal near Noosa in Queensland. Superintendent Ben Fadian says initial reports suggest a stolen Isuzu, Nissan Navara and a Great Wall vehicle were involved in the crash this morning.
The silver Nissan Navara motor vehicle, we had a 25-year-old female person who was located deceased. There's a 65-year-old man who was also located deceased. Travelling the opposite direction in a Great Wall vehicle was a 38-year-old female person located deceased.
A 25-year-old man's underguard in hospital. NZ Police have confirmed the 2 victims of the Auckland construction site shooting were men in their 40s who worked alongside the gunman who was also killed. 3 people remain in hospital, 2 have been discharged. It's also been confirmed a police officer remains in a stable condition. Another officer is now recovering at home. The government's first wellbeing budget has raised questions. It looks at life expectancy, financial security, healthcare and more. However, some of the findings are a bit dated. Part of the Measuring What Matters report claims Aussies had more leftover income after making mortgage repayments. It was based on data from 2002 to 2020. Shadow Treasurer Angus Taylor says it's not a good look.
At a time when we've seen 11 interest rate increases, a $25,000 increase in the cost of a typical Australian family, and you're ignoring that data from your report.
And a crook with a sweet tooth in Britain's off to jail for 18 months after stealing more than 200,000 Cadbury cream eggs from an industrial complex in February.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
Collingwood star Jordan De Goey was on the track with the team earlier today after battling illness this week. The Pies fly to Adelaide ahead of tomorrow night's blockbuster against Port. Power coach Ken Hinkley says the Pies are rightly talking a big game.
The collective is going to be more important than 1 or 2 individuals, and we're playing the best team in the competition by their admission. They are the best team in the competition. They've said that themselves publicly. July's a good time to be ranked 1.
And England's 4 for 384 heading into day 3 of the 4th Ashes test, trailing Australia by 67 runs.
Selling the family home? Miller, Juan and John put you first.
This is SAFM weather.
14 with a possible shower for the rest of the day across the Limestone coast. Much the same tomorrow, heading for a top of 13 and similar on Sunday. For the best sporting podcast from Australia and around the world, lift your game with Listener. Download the app now and search sport to listen.